You have people 30 in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s on social media, St. Lucians on social media, just spewing rage on a daily basis, sowing seeds of violence, spreading violent ideation of violence on a weekly basis. And these are older people doing those things. Grown-up people are on social media with imaginary beefs, imaginary wars. When you look at some of these things that some of these people are making, you can see clearly that these are rebels without a cause. It is almost like these are people that are just looking for a punchline to hit. And these are grown and mature people. It is customary to hear of shootings. And invariably, when these shootings take place, people blame young people. They blame gangs and all of those things. What if I were to tell you that the seed of this violence is sown by older people? The seed of the violence that we see on a monthly basis and sometimes on a weekly basis is sown by older people, by the mature people. But it is easy to blame the young people, not realizing that these same young people are from your very houses, from your environments. We have situations right now. In fact, recently I was monitoring social media, just looking at social media and just to check the negativity that we have on social media. And it is amazing that a lot of the negativity that we see on social media are coming from more mature people. You have people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s on social media, St. Lucians on social media, just spewing rage on a daily basis, sowing seeds of violence, spreading violent ideation of violence on a weekly basis. And these are older people doing those things. We have situations where if you just study social media, we have situations where you have people, St. Lucians living in England, America, these more developed countries, who have nothing good, no good vibes for their people in this country. All they do is to sow seed of discord in the population. And so this gives an idea as to why some countries, especially places like China, they will regulate what it is that the people have access to on social media. Why is it that these things are happening? Why is it that we cannot use social media to push our people, to push our country, to talk about the different things that we have, to talk about matters pertaining to environmental stewardship? We have fruits, vegetables, our agriculture. Why is it that we cannot encourage our people to get into productive agriculture, to consume what we produce locally? Why is it that we are not doing those things? But rather, grown-up people are on social media with imaginary beefs, imaginary wars. When you look at some of these things that some of these people are making, you can see clearly that these are rebels without a cause. It is almost like these are people that are just looking for a punchline to hit. And these are grown and mature people. And they have nothing good that they are saying on social media. Nothing good. It is amazing. I was just looking through social media, St. Lucia, they search the St. Lucian environment, and to see the amount of negativity that people spew on social media. And I'm not talking about teenagers and young people. I'm talking about people from 40 years to 70 years old spilling negativity on these social media streets. People, it is very important. It is of paramount importance that we refrain from those things. We refrain from those things. We are creating cocoons of violence, cocoons of violent vibes in the country, in our environment. We have been bad examples to the young people of this country. The kind of vitriol, the kind of negative rhetoric. There's nothing good, nothing enlightening in some of those things that is going on. Some of these things that the people are saying. You need to look at yourself, because when you look at some of these cases and some of these things that is going on, some of this vitriol, it is clear that some of these individuals, it is almost like you can just see clearly that some of the people, they have deeply rooted psychological problems, and some of these people need to be going and speak with a psychiatrist or psychologist, their physician, because they are tainting the minds of young people. And if you have the time, you just need to go through the social media and to see the poison to the mind that people, St. Lucian people, are releasing in their own environment. There is nothing elevating about some of the information that these people release. There is no useful knowledge or information that is coming from a lot of the St. Lucian people on social media. It is just a lot of negativity. Nobody is showing you, very few people will show you how to do something productive. Very few people will talk about our local foods, how we can use our local produce, our local fruits, our local vegetable to inculcate those things into our local cuisine. There are so many things that we can use this social media to do in this country to elevate our people, to teach positive information. But what I have seen, just look at it yourself. Just look at the data, look at the information on social media coming from we St. Lucians. These things are very negative, very counterproductive, very destructive to the development of people. And it is strange that these things are coming from older people, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old St. Lucian people, and they have nothing good to say on social media, but they just spewing out negative, vitriolic information. People are just creating enemy, and sometimes when you look at those things, it is clear like these are rebels without a cause. There's no reason why those people should be doing those things. It is like somebody looking for a punchline to hit. People are just looking for fame, and they're just talking a lot of things that make no sense. You're destroying your people. You're destroying our human resources. You're destroying the minds of young people. And a lot of people, some people will get sick internalizing some of this toxic information that is being spewed to our people. And even the people who are spreading this toxic information, people use social media to uplift your people. There are situations and there are cases where certain things may be wrong, and it is appropriate to highlight some of those things and to offer solutions if you want. But this is not what we're talking about there. We're talking about just toxic, negative information that people are very comfortable putting out there on social media, not realizing that they are the very ones who are responsible for setting up a very negative environment, thereby affecting the psyche of younger people. We need to do better than that. Use social media responsibly. And we can see why in China these things are regulated. You have to protect the minds of the people.